Hey you folks. Hey you folks, Lunar Sam, back on the stream. Happy Friday everybody. Happy Friday one and all. We are back on the stream and we are back for another Game Design Friday. Game Design Friday wherein Sam plays some kind of game that he hasn't played before, or perhaps a game that he has played before and thinks it's just maybe worth your time, or maybe just a game that one of the users had actually suggested. So, in this case, we're going to be doing Uplink. Apparently subtitled Hacker Elite according to Twitch. I'm not sure if that's correct, but it is just kind of there. Hey Thrill Machine, what's going on? Thrill Machine, the one and only Thrill Machine, who is the man who or woman perhaps, I don't know, who knows, who suggested that I do Game Design Friday on Uplink this week, so we're going to go ahead and do that. I think I might just kind of drop the idea of a game that Sam has never played before, or a game of that he thinks is worth your time, or a game this, that, and the other thing. I don't even like. Sam plays a game, simple, you know. So like we'll just talk about the design. So check this out. Apparently, like right away from the very start on the very start screen, you are asked to log in, but this is not an internet-enabled game for the most part. This is a single-player game. So what's this about? Well, what you can do is you click New User over here, and look at this. My little Windows machine over there is connecting to this machine over here. Welcome to the Uplink Public Access Server. Uplink Corporation maintains the largest list of freelance agents in the world. We've operated for the last decade with a flawless record of satisfied customers and successful agents. Our company acts as an anonymous job center, bringing corporations together with agents who can work for them. Our company also provides a rental of essential gateway computers to all agents, which allows unparalleled security in a high-risk environment. You are here because you wish to join this company. So yes, at this point, we can, like, we're basically just connected to this mysterious computer, IP address 234-773-0666. Apparently this is some kind of like IPv12 or something like that. Or not even, it's clearly going outside the bounds of IPv4. But like it's kind of supposed to be in the future, so it doesn't really do what IPv6 does, because it couldn't have predicted this. This is a game that I want to say was made in the 90s. Thrill Machine, give me a hand and get me the year that this game was published. But I want to say it was probably in the mid 90s when this was done. So let's register as an agent. Your Uplink membership package includes a gateway computer, a secure location. You will connect to this machine from your home computer when you are working for Uplink. You can have it upgraded at a later stage if necessary. 2. A loan interest loan of 3,000 credits with Uplink International Bank to get you started. 3. Access to our bulletin board system, the usual place for Uplink agents to find work. 4. You will be officially rated as an Uplink agent, and we will monitor your progress. As your rating increases, you will find new avenues of work become available. Thrill Machine says this is 2001 release date. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to make an account, as you might imagine. That's Sam. And the password doesn't exactly matter as far as I can tell. So we just do, our password will be password, because that can't possibly go wrong. Now this is interesting though, because like it has you enter and retype your password, but you will never ever actually have to type your password in this game. But they're doing this anyway because like this is what you would have to do. So they're really going hardcore in the fantasy here. So, and clearly we are a hacker from, oh god, where should we be, guys? Where should we be from? And what's kind of funny is it doesn't even matter, because like I could be in the United States and connect to Tokyo here, over there, or I could be in Hong Kong. Like it doesn't, I don't actually have to be from those areas, because this is again all pure flavor. But like if you want to think about it this way, like you're basically just finding some server that you want to connect to, no matter where you are in the world. And maybe you want to have something hometown. Maybe you want to do something long distance because you're a hacker and like you don't want to be caught. So where should we go, guys? I think we should maybe be a hacker from Moscow or a hacker from London. Maybe Tokyo. I don't know. Or we could go all the way down to Sydney, Australia. Let's not let's not go too overboard with this. How about we just do? Let's cut from Tokyo. Oh, at that very moment, Film Machine says Moscow. Oh well. So registration is now taking place. As part of your membership, we will assign you a gateway computer system in your chosen server room. This will act as your jumping-off point to the rest of the net. When you next log in, you will connect directly from your home computer to this gateway machine, and from there to the rest of the world. Should any of your actions be traced back to your gateway, Uplink Corporation will disavow any knowledge of your actions and will destroy your account. Your gateway machine will also be destroyed. Rental of your gateway computer will cost 300 credits a month. So, I've disconnected from that server, and now I'm reconnecting to the gateway. And look at this. I'm downloading the Uplink operating system, apparently. And here's a bunch of things that apparently are, like, I went too fast to read, but they're computer things! So, clearly. And here we are. This is the user interface of the game. Let's see. Your gateway computer has been successfully set up and will accept only your username and password in the future. When you next start Uplink on your home computer, you'll be connected automatically to this gateway. In your email, you will find a message from Uplink Corporation with some useful IP addresses. You will also find the Uplink test mission, which will allow you to practice hacking. Would you like to run the tutorial? I'm going to say no, because I can pretty much show you guys what this is all about. I've played this game. I played more like the shareware demo back in the day, but I have a pretty good idea of how this works. So yeah, the machine says, from a usability point of view, knocking resolution down might help. The text is basically unreadable on the stream. Yeah, I apologize for that. Oh man, you know, maybe I should. Maybe I. That would not be the worst of things. Let me go ahead and do that. Actually, let's log out here. I don't remember. Oh god damn it! Hold on. I don't remember all the resolutions and their 16 by 9ness or what have you. We're looking for 16 by 9. Is it 1280 by 800? No, that's not right. By 960? Ah, what is this, guys? 768. One more. 720. All right, let's bump it down to there. See if that helps you guys out a little bit. Everything else is good. And we'll restart Uplink. There. Unfortunately, it looks like it just made it smaller on you guys' screen. I don't... let me see if I can do this. Oh, much better. Much better. Okay, sorry about that, guys. All right. Let me know how that looks, guys, and if that's okay. In the meantime, I'm going to assume that we're doing okay. All right, and we are back in the gateway. So, let me show you around, guys. So for it did direct my attention to an email I just got. Your details have been entered into your account. Congratulations, you are now an officially rated Uplink agent. We recommend you complete the Uplink test mission before attempting any real work. Your first stopping off point should be the Uplink internal services system. Once there, log in, click on help, followed by getting started. Good luck. Alright, so let's get rid of that. Alright, so our first mission is to gain access to the Uplink test machine by breaking the outer security layer, access the file server, download the target file, Uplink test data, remove any traces of the hack, and return the data to us at the address internal@uplink.net. All right. So, here's how this goes. So the server that it wants me to connect to is the Uplink test machine. So we'll go right there. And this just basically says, this is the first chance. Here's some explanation as to what's going on, but I'll explain that as we go. So start the test. So here we are. Name and password. Stuff. Password. Invalid name or code. How am I going to get in, guys? I have no idea. Well, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to use software that I have that will basically complete these hacks for me. Now, I don't have any yet, so that's a problem. So what I need to do is I need to disconnect from that machine. And we need to go into the internal services system. This is basically like for the computer for people who have an account. This provides services to them. I already have a name and password. I can just click on that and get right in. All right. So at this point, I can click on help, and this is basically a tutorial that walks you through it for the most part. Here's getting started. Here's some basic concepts. There's a lot of reading involved, and the I feel like it might I'm not sure what else he would have done with a simulation kind of thing to make the tutorial go a little bit more smoothly. Maybe have someone connect to you. Maybe someone like, pre-recorded dialogue and whatnot. But at the same time, like, that person is not real, and so it kind of feels like it's not real. So like having you read it all, like that makes maybe a little bit more sense for the sake of the simulation. At any rate, let's go back. Oh, this is main menu. So we need some software to help us hack. And here's a listing of all the software. What its name is, the version, how much it costs, and how big it is. This is 2 gigaquads of memory. So how much is this in relation to what I have? Well, for right now, my financial situation is such. I have a 3,000 credit loan that I'm going to have to pay back. So I'm already going to be in the hole. But, this is this loan was given to me by Uplink. So they're willing to just kind of sit pretty with that loan for a while. Time will pass and interest will accrue on that loan, but you'll notice up in the top here, time is passing in real time. It is March 24th, 2010, and currently at about, like 9 o'clock at night, and it's passing in real time. I can actually pause the whole game, which actually prevents me from doing anything, which will make sense in why it does that in a minute, because the game also happens in real time. But I can also speed up time and make it go a little bit faster. Now minutes are passing in like faster than seconds. I can go really fast. Like hours are passing now. Now it's several days later. So as that time passes, other things will happen, whether it's interest in loans or other entities in the game performing hacks, stuff like that. So I'm going to need a few basic tools for my job for the time being. The first thing I want is a trace tracker. The trace tracker will allow me to know whether or not somebody is in fact trying to counter-trace me while I am hacking. It alerts me to that and lets me know generally how close they are. Version 1.0 just lets me know whether there is one and then whether or not it is complete. So, no trace detected, trace in progress, trace complete. Not a lot of information. I can upgrade it to later versions of it to eventually get me the highest amount of precision, like no trace detected, time remaining, and then trace complete, including an estimate on the exact time remaining. But that's also very expensive, and I don't have that kind of money right now. So I'm just gonna pick up the trace tracker for 300 credits because I only have 3,000 to spend, and I need to do missions to get money. So let's just do things on the cheap for now. Also, you should be aware that in my system memory banks, I have a file copier and a file deleter, and the tutorial program. this is how much space I have like available, and all this, like, this tutorial is contiguous space, so you kind of have to worry about putting things in an order where like I couldn't put like a second tutorial in slot 16 because like it needs to be contiguous space. So a lot of times you're kind of messing around with your memory as though you were defragging it, if you kind of know what I mean, if anyone remembers what defragging is. Right now, that tutorial's taking up a lot of space, and I sure don't need it. So I'm going to get out my file utilities, get my file deleter, just get rid of it. Now, I totally can delete like the file deleter itself and the file copier and just not have them, and I would have to like rebuy them. You know, that would be bad, especially if I don't have any money. So let's pick up a few other bits of software. So here's a trace tracker. We're going to buy it. And now it is in my memory banks, in my 24 gigaquads. Whatever the hell that means. I don't even think that's actually a, like, is it 4 gigabytes? Is that what that is? So Machine says, I like how they let you screw yourself almost immediately. Well, you know, all you gotta do is make a new account, so it's not a huge deal. But like, it is very freeform. Like, you can literally do almost like, you can pretty much do a lot of things that may or may not be to your detriment. So you really have to, you know, like, it doesn't prevent you from doing things that are bad. All right, so, so Machine says they did fake gigaquads, so it didn't feel dated. That okay, so gigaquads is not even an actual term. It's just kind of like, you know. All right, so, so we have a trace tracker. We are also going to need a password breaker. This is going to help me with that password screen you saw earlier. Now, there's two different kinds I can get. I can get this one, which just is a like, it tries, you know, hundreds of thousands of passwords per second. It's basically a brute forcer. I could also get a dictionary hacker, which will just try words in the dictionary, which will go much faster than the password breaker, but it also assumes that your password is in fact a word, and if it's not, it won't be able to hack it at all. So I've never really bothered much with the dictionary hacker. I just go straight for the one that's always going to work, because this is guaranteed to work no matter what. It just takes longer because it doesn't assume that you have a real word. There's only one version of it, so let's just pick that up. And now that's 2 more slots there. I'm also going to need a log deleter so that I can remove access logs and cover up my tracks whenever I do these kinds of hacks. So there's 4 versions of that gets progressively cooler and cooler, but I can't really afford them right now. So I'm just going to get the version 1.0, and it's going to be just a quick and dirty kind of thing. It's going to leave an empty log behind, which will look very suspicious, but it's what I have right now. So let's pick that up. Other than that, I think that's all I really care about right now, and it's all I really have money for anyway. So let's get out of that. Now, what else am I looking at on my user interface? This is like kind of where I'm rated, where I am rated at. Like, my rating is now registered. It's like the lowest possible rank, and I'm a grade 16 uplink agent, which I think is like the lowest of ranks. My Neuromancer rating is kind of what amounts to my morality, at least from a hacker ethic, you know, and that has certain effects depending on how things go. I'm not a criminal yet. And then here is my computer. Let's actually take a better look at that. This is the computer I'm using right now. It has a 1 gigaquad per second modem. It has a power supply. It has a 60 gigahertz processor and 3 slots of 8 gigaquad memory sticks with 1 slot left over. It is a little bit like difficult because, like, rather than having like a pop-up, it shows up at the very, very bottom corner. If you kind of notice, it's a little bit weird, but it is what it is. So we'll be upgrading that later on, though. Like, just to kind of give you an idea of where we can go. We can upgrade my gateway all the way up to something like this, which has, like, just retarded slots for parallel processing. Or just like a big file server with all the memory you could possibly want. Or a good trade-off in between. And there's, like, you know, steps up as you go. So now we're going to do that hack. So here's the problem: is that when you try to hack a machine, here we are. When you try to hack a machine, it will actually try to trace you back if it starts if different kinds of suspicious activity is taking place. Like my password breaker tries hundreds of thousands of passwords a second. That's pretty suspicious. So it's going to try to track me back because it's going to assume that I'm a hacker. And see, here's what happens if I try to just use a password breaker on it right now. Oh. Connection terminated by remote host. Oh, well, that wasn't good. So it obviously wasn't very happy with the fact that I was doing that, and it disconnected me. But it had to track me back to do that. So I can't really hack it right now unless I do something fancy like this. I'm going to bounce my connection to there, then to there, the internal services system, then to the international bank, and then to the Uplink test machine. Now, in order to trace me back, it's got to go through all these things, and for every computer that I have in the list, it takes a little bit longer, especially if I have an account on those machines, which 2 of them I do. Swallow Guy says, so where are you located in this game? What's kind of interesting is that it doesn't actually matter. Hang on a second. I'll get to you in a minute with Thrill Machine. It doesn't actually matter because the idea is that I'm connected to like this gateway machine in Tokyo. Like, I personally could be anywhere in the entire world, and that's kind of up to my own, you know, imagination, basically. But like when I am hacking with Uplink, I am hacking through a gateway on Uplink's sites, so I connect from wherever I am to Tokyo and then everywhere else. Thrill Machine says, always go through Interdeck last before the target, Sam. They never divulge logs. What? No. Are you sure? Like, because I'm going to show you what I'm going to do in a little bit. Maybe I've been playing this game wrong forever, but it doesn't matter. But I'll show you what I mean. So let's get that trace tracker. So now this thing in the corner is going to inform me if somebody is tracking me back. You'll notice that it had that just appeared up here next to my CPU usage. And if I want to run something else in parallel, let's see, password breaker. And now the password breaker is using 50% of my CPU, and the trace tracker is tracking using 50% of my CPU as well. I happen to know that the trace tracker doesn't need much CPU power, so we're going to adjust it in favor of the password breaker so it runs faster. Soldier Guy says, also, why are you hacking this game? Are you a spy or trying to gain info for money? We'll find out. So, like, just stay put. This is just the test machine that is just for practicing hacking. So, I'll get to that in a little bit. So, here's how this is going to go. Alright, I have a track in progress. It's trying to track me. But, here comes the password. Looks like it's Rosebud. Alright, here's what it wanted me to do. It wanted me to access the file server and get the uplink test data. So I need a file copier. Here's the uplink test data. Downloading it. Let's increase the CPU speed. Put that into my memory banks. Get rid of that. And then we'll go to the logs. I'm logged in as an admin, so I can look at this. So now let's get to security, log deleter, increase the CPU to it. And I did not access the file. I did not access the file server. I did not even log in as admin. So there you go. Now, this is the connection though. Like you can kind of see, like all this happened like less than a minute ago. Trace imminent, so we're about to get caught here. But I need to disconnect before then. I'm gonna leave this log here though, because a log in without a log out, or a log out without a log in is pretty suspicious. And once I disconnect, I can't get rid of the log out log. So there you go. Now, the next thing that I need to do is I need, like, the very first server that I bounced through was the internet. Welcome to the Internet Information Center. Internet Information Center, Internic. Use of this service is free and open to all. I happen to know that this server has no security on it whatsoever. So we're just going to crack the password on it. Hi something. Anyway, and here we are in the access logs. So take a look at the access logs here. Here's me logging in. Here's the password authentication that proves I'm an admin. But check this out. Connection from 127.0.0.1, that's me, routed to 128.185.0.8. It totally logged that the connection was bounced from here to there. And that's a problem because once I disconnect from the server and it is I'm not caught that way, I can still be caught over time when the sysadmin comes back and he takes a look at his access logs and is like, what happened here? And he starts basically going back through logs of the other machines until he finally finds my gateway. So I need to break that chain so that if he ever wants to know what happened, he's not going to be able to. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to security, get rid of the log deleter, and we're going to get rid of the log where my connection was routed. That way he's going to trace it back to this machine, but he won't be able to trace it back any further. And then I'll also get rid of this log, the password authentication, to make it look like I was not an admin. Now, the log deleted thing here, like they actually stay there, and anybody who looks at that server will see log deleted. So even this looks suspicious. You know, like connection from here, log deleted, and then a log out. Like, was he an admin? He might have been. So, like, it's kind of shady, it's kind of dicey, but it is what it is. So yeah, Thrill Machine says, like I said, as far as I know, you never need to clear internet. You generally only get caught from other servers. I don't know. Like, to me, it makes sense that they can hack it. Like people who are trying to do a passive trace on you after you disconnect. To me, it makes sense that like they'll just go through whatever systems and it doesn't take them very long, or it takes them a long time, depending, until they get to internet, and then like. It doesn't matter what they did over here. If they can't find me through internet, then like then all their work was for naught. Because if they can't find the trace there, then it doesn't matter what they did over in the rest of the servers. So that's how I've always done it, and it's always worked just fine. So, anyhow, and when you say that like internet doesn't divulge logs, what do you mean it doesn't divulge logs? Anybody can get in. It's such an insecure server. You gotta believe that the theoretical admins of other corporations, they aren't just like requesting logs. They're hacking the logs themselves. You know, you gotta believe that's what they're doing. All right, so now that I have that file, we're gonna reply to Uplink, attach the data, and send it to them. And it says, congratulations on your success. Funds transferred? Nothing, because it was just like a practice mission. All right. Congratulations, you've reached the next uplink rating. I'm now beginner. So now I can actually start accepting missions. Film Machine says, I think the idea is passive traces are done legally. Whether they are or not, if Internet never revealed their logs, then no passive traces would ever work. So as long as you delete from Internet, then it doesn't matter what they do. So that's just what I'm going to keep on doing. All right, so now I need some money. So what we're going to do is we're going to log in to here. Oops. That's kind of funny. Actually, let me disconnect from that. Oops, damn it. I just logged all the way out. If you go to this place, you'll notice that the password types in like over time. And if you try to click proceed too quickly, it tries to put in the password before it's been put in. It doesn't work. But once it's completely put in, then you can just click and go. All right, let's get some missions. So these are all missions that I can do as a employee of Uplink, because they also serve as basically a middleman for anybody who wants hacking done. Hey, dudes, you know, anonymous hackers, please hack for us. So some of these are encrypted, insufficient uplink rating, which means that like I'm not well known as a hacker yet to do those missions. Like they're like, we only want experienced hackers. So we're gonna go with some of the ones I can actually see. We can hack into a computer and delete key files, or we can steal data from a rival computer's file server. For now, it's a lot easier to delete files because some of the files could be encrypted. I would need to buy an encryptor or buy a decryptor to send them the file. I don't have any money to do that yet. So for now, let's just do deletion, because deletions are super easy. So I can accept that mission for 1,400 credits. And there it is down in the corner. Gain access to rival system and steal. No. Copy. Steal. Steal. Delete. I like that one. This one, an uplink rating of novice or above will be sufficient for automatic acceptance. I'm not a novice yet. I'm a beginner. I do not have a sufficient uplink rating for auto accept this mission. You must first contact the employers. So this is kind of a weird, weak part of the simulation, I think, where like, okay, so I contacted them, right? And now I'm in like a secure communication channel. I'm like actually chatting with them, but like the only way I can chat with them is just like with these buttons. So like I can ask, why so much money? No particular reason. It's a standard mission. Who is the target? We'd rather not reveal that at this time. How secure is the target? Security will be low. You can always ask for more money, and as far as I know, I don't, like, yeah, Thrill Machine just mentioned, I don't think that there's a downside to requesting more money, so like you should always do this. And then sometimes they will offer more, sometimes they won't. Usually they'll offer more because you are like a badass hacker, but I don't have that reputation yet. So, I don't understand why, like, that's kind of a weird thing that, like, why do you always have to manually request more money? Like, that could have been maybe a little bit more interesting of a system to work with. So, anyway. And I can ask for half the money now, and then Thrill Machine says, I always ask for more than half now. I almost never ask for half now because, like, I generally, like, I'm gonna do the hack no matter what, so I don't need the half the money now. So, okay, agreed. Find and destroy crucial data on a mainframe. Novice or above will be sufficient for automatic acceptance. So what that means is just like contact. Okay, agreed. Like it's it's kind of a weird hoop that you just have to jump through. So not that interesting, unfortunately. So yeah. Throw Machine says trade-off of player time for in-game benefit, I guess. But like it's something you should always do, and like it takes like a second to do. So like it's not like that lost time isn't really meaningful in any way, especially because things happen generally pretty slowly in this game. So like I feel like that the asking for more money thing maybe could have been turned into something a little bit more interesting, other than just like because like just the fat throw machine that you said I always do it because there's no downside. Like that makes it less interesting, you know, to me. It's just like you click all the buttons in the right order, and like it actually kind of to some degree, I don't know if it necessarily defeats the simulation aspect necessarily, but like it does kind of become a routine that makes it more system-like than simulation-like. So there's that to think about. We'll talk more about the simulation later. Steal important data, steal, copy, find and destroy on a mainframe. All right. Beginner is sufficient. So now we have 4 missions. All right, so let's get out of that. All right, so here is all the new servers that got put on my map here that I want to connect to. All right, so Phil Machine says, I guess I feel like a lot of the game is routine in the way that's part of the simulation, doing bitch work and easy jobs, just plodding through them to get cash. Some of them, yes, but like I feel like the simulation, there's a difference between making a good decision for yourself and making the request more money decision for yourself all the time. Getting more accounts, breaking servers just to bounce through, that's kind of that has more to do with the simulation, but always asking for more money is basically kind of breaking the simulation of the human being that is supposedly on the other end of the line with you when you do that. When you always ask for more money and nobody ever gives you a hard time for asking for more money ever, those are supposed to be people, but they don't seem to care, and so they're not actually people. They're just code running on a game, you know. So that's one of the key differences, I think, from doing the things that you should do, or just doing the things that will actually be good as part of the simulation. Anyway, you'll notice that the Uplink test machine, I now have a little box around that, and then some of the other servers I have little dotted lines around. Box servers are ones I have admin access to. Dotted line servers are ones I have an account with. When I bounce through those servers in particular, they actually will buffer me for longer amounts of time than just random servers. So bouncing through accounted servers will give me more time for the hack. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to do all these basically all at once. So I need to go into online. Actually, I should check to see if any of these overlap. So I need to log into the NeoWare Corporation Internal Services machine to delete something. This one is Selective Technology, Crystal Corp, and Resonate Tech. Okay, so these are 4 different companies. So I'm going to do 4 different hacks here. All right, so let's start with NeoWare. So let's go into Internic, then the Uplink test machine, then another server that I have an account with, another server I have an account with, and this is a good setup. I want to use this setup a lot, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to save it. There, my connection's been saved. So now if I cancel out of that, I could just go load, and my default setup that is really good for hacking is right there. So I think we're going to NeoWare, so let's go there. Alright, so the NeoWare Corporation, it wants me to delete Neo Data 36548. Alright, so I need to get out my trace tracker so I know how long I have. I need my password breaker, and in a minute I'll need my file deleter. And also I'm going to need my log deleter as well. But right now the primary important thing is that I have my password breaker as high as possible, so we'll do that. Alright, so let's begin. All right. Oh, this is a very aggressive trace. It's oh, this will be quick. All right. I will not have a lot of time for this. File server, delete 36548. Oh, where is it? Three, 4, 3, 6. Ah, I gotta get out. I gotta get out. If they complete the trace and they know exactly where I am, like, that's bad for me because I think I lose. I can actually have my entire account with Uplink revoked. Did anyone see it? It was third one down. God damn it. Okay, let's try that one more time. I lost my nerve. That is kind of a cool part about this game. Is like you really feel like under pressure to get this done. So let's go back to NeoWare. Let's try that again. Now they revoked the password as I logged out, so now I have to crack it all over again. Basically, it's a security measure. Let's see, file deleter, log deleter. It's a security measure so that like I have to do the crack again. Because like if I do it, it doesn't work. So here we go. 36548. Get in there. Notice this is a gibberish password. The dictionary hacker wouldn't have gotten it. File server. Delete that guy. Alright, it's deleted. Let's back out. Admin access. View logs. Get rid of the logs. I did not log on. I didn't access the file server. Alright, we're out. Oh man. This game can be kind of tense. Now, what you have to understand though is that I got rid of those logs, but now they're running a passive trace on me, trying to say, like they know the IP address that from the last bounce. They know that this computer connected to them, and so now they're going to try to backtrack me by going through logs. It takes a while, and actually, it like depending on how connected that they are, it can take like minutes, hours, or even days. So I have plenty of time, at least in these early missions. So let's get the second one done. Now we're going to go to selective technology. All right. Where are you? You're in Africa. All right. Our trace tracker is active. Let's get the password breaker up and running. Get my mission up so I know what to delete. We're looking for 2078. All right, these guys actually aren't tracking me. They have less security than the last computer I tried to hack into. But now there's a weird connection with admin access, and that shouldn't be. So now they're trying to track me. File deleter for 2078. There it is. If I want to, I could just delete everything. Just be a huge dick. Let's get to the logs. Log deleter. I did not access the that file. I did not access the file server. Let's jack that up a little bit. I'm not an admin. And someone else tried to like route a connection through. I'm going to help my fellow hacker get rid of that log for them. And we're gone. Username and password are revoked on these systems, as per the usual. But we got it done. Alright. Brian BCG says, imagine if you could really break passwords like that. But they do. Like, this is... what the brute force attack that I'm doing right now is totally a real thing. It's just that, and like this game, some computers in real life are set up to not allow that sort of thing, but some computers just aren't. So like what hackers will do in real life is they will find an account for somebody on some no-name server that like doesn't have that kind of security, that they can just brute force a password, and then they'll just brute force that computer. And nobody will be the wiser. And once they've brute forced that username and password, then they start using that username and password on other servers. They start brute forcing, like, or no, they don't have to brute force. They use the password that they got on like banks that wouldn't allow that sort of thing, but they already did all the grunt work. They're just assuming that you use the same username and password for everything, which is why you shouldn't, ladies and gentlemen. Do not do this. You need a new username and password for literally everything you do. So, anyway, we need a third mission. Crystal Corp. Like the details, I'm reading chat here. Yeah, the details of like how the brute force works. It's not exactly how it appears in this game, and also Brian BCG says it takes a lot longer. Well, my computer has a 60 gigahertz CPU, and I can have like a million of them working in parallel. So there are some speeds, but yeah. So anyhow, same as before. Let's get out our password cracker. Oh, this one's also pretty aggressive. Oh wait, no, actually, this one's pretty slow. This one's not too bad. We got 30640. Let's get this thing ready. File deleter. Go. File server. That guy. All right, get rid of that. Let's go to admin logs. The log deleter. I didn't delete that file. Jack you up a little bit. Didn't go into your file server. I'm not an admin. And the rest of these logs have nothing to do with me, so I'm gonna leave them there. All right. That's another one we done. Another one we done. And finally, a resonant tech. Brian B suggests the limit to brute force attacks would be through the network. That's also true, although, to be fair, I have a 1 gigaquad per second connection, so much faster than, like, well, gigaquad is not really a word, but you get the idea. The idea is that in this game, the connection is a lot faster. So, my Steam overlay is actually getting in my way. You guys can't see it, but like once in a while, my Steam overlay will be like, there's a guy who is playing a game right in front of like all my stuff over here. So, oops. All right, let's get this last guy done. This is Resonant Tech. All right, load that up. And there he is. Get you open. Password breaker. Go. This one's a little bit more aggressive. We need to delete 90251. Supposedly it's the future. God damn it, 90251. Supposedly it's the future. But if you look at the year up at the top, it's 2010. So, log deleter, view logs. Get rid of this shit. This game was made in 2001, so these are pure predictions as to like how things were going to be in the year 2010. All right. So I have done all 4 of these missions successfully, but I'm not quite done yet because again, the passive trace is being made right now, and I don't know how long that's going to take, depending on the skill and how the skill of the sysadmins that I'm hacking, and also their how connected that they are. By the way, banks have super good passive traces because of just how well connected that they are. They got the money, they can do it. So the last thing I'm going to do is this first server that I bounced through. I want to connect to that server directly. I already cracked the password on it. High tax. And this server has no security on it whatsoever, so I can just go right in. And so here's the access logs. You'll notice that here's all these things. Connection routed from 127.0.0.1, that's me, to these other things. Like, so basically people are tracing me in reverse, and they're eventually going to reach this computer. However, I can break the chain by getting rid of the bounce logs. So now they're going to know that it was bounced through internet, but all the logs will be deleted and they won't know where it came from. So now their passive trace is for nothing, and I'm scot-free. I will also remove this guy. Password authentication accepted. I was not an admin, I swear. Now, this shit still looks kind of shady, but we're going to be able to do about that. We'll be able to do something about that later. Alright, so let's go ahead and reply to all these guys and say, the job is done. And yay, 1,400 credits. Thank you for working with us. Reply to you guys. I did it. It's like Dark Souls. I did it. Alright, there you go. So I have 1,300. Oh, and I got my next uplink rating. I am now novice. And I got 1,600, 1,500, so I got a whole bunch of money. Great. That means that I have 6,500 credits in my bank. Alright, so here's the thing that I want to do. Oh, by the way, so these servers no longer are needed. Like these are the 4 servers I just hacked, and they're still in my list, but like you can see they're no longer listed here. This is just stuff that happens automatically when you complete a mission. If I want to, I can click right here, and it'll make it show up again. And in fact, I can click on this, and now it's a separate color. Or I could just do that, and now it doesn't show up anymore. But I don't need any of these guys anymore, but I can keep them if I want to. And in fact, I can probably disconnect. I could probably find all these servers in the internet, because that's what the internet is actually for. Is you can, like, it's a big listing of all the servers in the game, essentially. So if I ever lose a server, I can just go and find it again and add it to my links. So, Film Machine says, keep them. They're easy to break for future bounces, since they just have trace. I don't need to though, because like I've only ever erased the trace of myself on the internet server. So like to me it doesn't matter. Like I just delete the logs on the internet server and call it good. All it takes is this one break in the chain, and they're screwed. All right, so let's go back here. And now that I have some money, 6,500 credits to be exact, I can buy some more software. And there's one really important piece of software that I really, really want. And that is the log deleter. Oh, what's the log modifier? Allows to make modifications to an existing log. Oh, that sounds fun. And create new logs in blank spaces. Oh, wow. I've never gotten as far in the game as needing to use those things, but like you can totally make fake logs also and pin crimes on other people. All right, so oh, I see what you mean, Thrill Machine. Yeah, you're probably right. Okay. I'll explain what Thrill Machine is talking about in a little bit. So let's go get the log deleter. I already have a log deleter, but this leaves an empty log behind. Version 2.0 leaves a distinctive blank space behind, which is almost just as bad. 3.0 will copy another user's legitimate access log over the top of your own, which is very difficult to detect. Or you could just go all the way for 4.0, which will move other logs up to cover an empty space, which makes it impossible to detect. That's something that we want to do. So we're going to go ahead and buy that for a whopping 4,000 credits, which is almost as much as I have right now. But it's totally worth it. You need that kind of thing. All right. So let's... Is there anything else I can get right now? I might want the decryptor, because I think I'm going to need to decrypt some files pretty soon. 800 versus 1200. 1622. I think I'm going to buy... Like, this goes up to this all the way up to 7.0. It's basically the strength of the encryption, and you'll need higher and higher versions as you do harder and harder missions. I'm just going to buy the most expensive one that I can afford right now. Because it's just money saved, basically. And money is pretty tight in these early parts of the game. So, let's pick that up. All right. So you'll notice in a minute, yep, minus 2,200. So now I only have 300 credits left. Let's take a look at my memory banks. Here's the Uplink test data. I don't want that anymore. Let's clean up my shit here. And now we'll just do a manual defrag, right? So we'll copy the file copier. Let's crank you up a little bit. Put it up there. Copy the file deleter. Put it up there. The log deleter is now there. Decryptor is now there. Actually, you can see I have log deleter 1.0, log deleter 4.0. I'm going with the 1.0. Log deleter 1.0. That one. I can totally delete the 4.0 and like screw myself and have to do more missions and like I will have wasted 4,000 credits that way. Let's hang on a second. File deleter. The copier and the deleter are there, so I can delete them over here. The log deleter 4.0 is there, so I don't need that copy. Decryptor is there, I don't need that copy. That's defragged enough for all I care about. All right. So, what we're gonna do next is to show you what this log deleter 4.0 does. Now we're back to the internet. Now I mentioned earlier that a lot of these log deleted look super suspicious. We're finally gonna be able to do something about that. Let's get out my log deleter 4.0. And we're gonna start removing the log deleted logs themselves. This gets removed and everything gets moved up. It takes some time to do. And actually, the higher up that the log is, the shorter the amount of time it goes, because it always goes up. Like if I delete this guy right here, it has to move every single one, all the way up the top. So you want to try to do that from the top because it's quicker that way. So let's get rid of all my old access logs. Let's get rid of the password authentication. And as I get a faster CPU, this stuff will happen faster. And there we have it. Completely empty log. This guy, like, I won't get rid of that guy because, again, it doesn't, again, it doesn't, it looks pretty suspicious to have a login with a log out, without a log out. Oh look, someone else accessed a file. Do you see that? Someone else was connected to this computer, and it generated that log file. This is happening constantly in the world, as like different servers are basically generating these kind of logs to simulate people who are actually using these servers for their legitimate purposes. Now, what's even more interesting is this 321-958-765-877. There's a program I can get that will copy that address to my computer, because for some reason I can't just like write it down on a piece of paper and put it in, which is weird. Well, hang on. Maybe I can. Let me try that. Let's see. This is 321.958.765.877. Okay. We'll disconnect. And now, can I connect to? Can I just dial? I don't remember if I can or not. I don't think that I can. Let's go back to internet. Maybe I can find that. Oh no, it's a list of servers though, not a list of people. The address that I just wrote down is probably just a person. Oops, what did I just do? Oops, I just totally connected to a different server. That was a mistake. Anyway. Phil Machine says, I think you need the IP lookup software to add the server. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's kind of weird that you use software to do it, but whatever. Alright, so we need some more missions. And I have a decryptor now, version 4.0, which is probably head and shoulders above what I'm going to encounter. So let's go get some more missions. So time has passed, and well, actually no, I shouldn't say that. Some time has passed, not a whole lot, but like some of these missions I couldn't see before, I can now see because my rank is higher. But for now, let's see. We're gonna do everything with a difficulty rating of 2 or below. So we'll steal this. Beginner above is sufficient for automatic acceptance. But that means that I'm more highly ranked, and maybe I can squeeze more money out of them. Nope, can't. Oh well, doesn't matter. Alright, so I'm just gonna assume that none of these guys are gonna give me more money. Well, I should try. Uplink 2. Okay, he doesn't want to give me any more money. He's got like 4 of these. Nope. Nobody wants to finance a poor, starving hacker. Yeah, alright. We'll get 4 of them. Alright. Cool. So now what we gotta do is we gotta actually steal data. I don't expect there to be any encrypted data, but we'll find out. We'll find out. So this is Immutex, Crystal Corp. Ooh, I can do 2 missions at once. Yeah. Now, before I do this though, before I do this mission, you'll notice like from the last few hacking attempts that I was getting pretty close to being found out in some cases. So I think I want to put more servers between me and them. So a really excellent first step that like you just should do is you should go to the internet server and just start looking for... Oh, are they here? Look for banks. Here is a PDRnet Industries International Bank. So I just added that to my list. Alright. Where's the rest of you? Here's another bank. Crystal Corp. Kind of annoying the scroll wheel doesn't work, but it is what it is. Here's another bank. There's the Uplink bank, which I already have. The reason why I'm looking for banks is because I can trivially easily create accounts on there because they're meant to have accounts made. So like, it's not even a crime to make an account with them. But every single server that I have an account with, it takes them longer to do the passive, both the active and the passive trace. Here's another one. So basically, I'm just buying more time for myself by having all these banks between me and the server. Here's another one. That might be all of them. Nope, one more. All right, cool. So now I have all these banks. Let's get this done. Oh, how about that? I totally, I should have been reading chat. Apparently, Thrill Machine says that I can do this. And as it turns out, I did miss one bank. All right. Here you go. Steve Jackson Game server. Yeah, that's in there. That's in the server. All right, so let's just go around making accounts at all these banks. I am not a crook. Bleh. Oh, no, I gotta retype it. I can't just go bleh. Let's see. Queer. Alright, I have a new account. So now that I have an account, what's kind of interesting is I can actually... yeah, let's see. I can actually take out money on a loan. And get money that way. I'll have to pay it back over time, but I can totally just increase my get money this way too. In case I'm low on money, I could just get a whole bunch of loans from a whole bunch of banks and say I'll pay it back later. All right, so, but that's my account, and you'll see that at the PDRnet Industries International Bank, which, god damn it, where is it? This is kind of weird. Here it is. Yeah, look at this. I have a little dotted line around that. So now all active and passive traces that go through that computer will be much shorter, or will be much more difficult. So it gives me an added layer of security. Still not a crook. Queer. Okay, so now I have an account there. Let's go to Moon Technology. Create account. Now am crook. Queer. It takes a little bit of time to do this, but it's totally worth it in the end. Create new account. Not crook anymore. Oops. Let's try that again. Alright. Did I do Primus already? I did do Primus. Never mind. I'm sorry. Phil Machine says, this is an interesting strategy, Sam. I haven't done the free bank account idea to slow traces. Oh, it's so easy to do. Phil Machine is a crook. Alright. Where was that 2 last? I think it was IV. Hold on. I can tell very easily. Yep, I have an account there. Selective Industry. Manage account. Oh, I don't have one. Okay. Selective. Yeah, that's the one. Right? Right? Yep. Good. Create new account. Kapow. Oop, god damn it. Kapower. And the last one, NeoWare. Create new account. I don't know. Let's see. Smoldergeist did it. Oh, goddamn. I keep on... Like, everywhere you point the mouse is where, like, stuff goes. And it's kind of weird. But it works out. You get the idea. Kaiji Lover 24. That's another good account name. Okay. So now that I have all these banks, right? So let's load up my old route, and I'll just do how many banks have I got? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 more banks. That's a lot of bounces, and it's gonna give me like basically days to do my hacks. 5, 6, 7. We'll save that connection. Highlight them orange, easier to get them all. It doesn't matter. Like, now that I have it saved, it'll be alright. We want to go to the Crystal Corp Internal Services machine because we can do 2 missions at once there. Smoldergeist says, this music reminds me of Jazz Jackrabbit. Well, see, what's kind of interesting is, like, I usually don't comment on, like, music and whatnot, but, like, in a simulation like this, like, the music is very atmospheric. So it's trying its best to kind of communicate that, like, old 90s Hollywood hacker kind of aesthetic, which is exactly what this game is trying to go for. Yeah, we'll go to Crystal Corp. Let's highlight it. Right? Yep, okay. So I'm gonna be like, they're not gonna be able to get to me for days. It's gonna be great. Alright. So I have that guy. We need my password breaker. Oh, look how long this has taken them. They'll never get me. Alright, let's go to the file server. We need 65379. What? Uh-oh. It's not there. How about this one? Wait, what server am I in? Oh, I'm on the... Am I on the right server? Yeah, Crystal Corp Internal Services machine. File server, view links. God damn it, guys. What's going on here? I need to steal that file, but it's not there. 65379. 93977. But neither one is there. Are those it? Nope. This is either a game bug or someone else has gotten in here and deleted them before I got there. Or maybe I deleted them. Wouldn't that be the worst? View links. Location. No, I'm on the right server. I don't know. I have time to look around. Alright, I'm starting to run out of time though. Let's get the log deleter out here. Oh shit. They actually got me. Our system administrator has informed us that you have been using one of our accounts to gain unauthorized access to our computer systems. We have disconnected your computer from our system and have changed the access code of this account. Do not attempt to gain access to our systems again. We'll be notifying your employer and the police of this action. This is a warning. In the future, more severe action will be taken. So that's the kind of shit that can happen to you. I didn't actually expect them to complete the trace. I know it was taken forever, but it sounded like it totally sounded like I had plenty of time. I don't know about you guys. Well, that's the weirdest thing. Did that affect my criminal status? Nope, apparently not. I think I may have lost a grade or something. Oh well. I'm sure if, like, here's the thing, is there might be a delay. There might be a delay between when I get this email and when I get an email later on. Because, all this happens in real time if you look up in this, up here. So I might get an email later. Alright, well that was annoying. Let's try the NeoWare Corporation. Where is he? That's the bank. Flow Machine says, you can always speed up time and hope you don't get the black screen of death saying Uplink Corp disowned you. Yeah, that is the game over screen, basically. We might actually get it. Let's find out. Oh, several hours later. Like a day later. Okay, looks like that's all I got. So it's basically a warning. Like, so in the beginning stages of the game, it's saying, that was a bad thing. Don't let that happen. And later on, it'll be severe. So let's go and get Emitech's Development's internal services machine. Oh, I wasn't looking for NeoWare, I was looking for Emitech's. I'm sorry. Alright, and that is the last bounce. So let's go. Crackers. Password breaker. Alright. Data 11374. Where is it? There it is. There it is. File copier. And we'll put that right there. And while we are here, let's get admin access. I did not access your file, nor your file server. I'm not an admin. This is not the hacker you're looking for. Alright. Now I can send this file to you. And they're pleased with the file that I have sent them. Excellent. Alright, let's try the other one. Future pick. Just the same as always. I mean, this is ultimately, like Thrill Machine said, kind of grunt work. We need 82066. But this is good practice for like what you're supposed to do here. We need the file copier. Oh, it's right. It's the top file. Right there. And because I'm feeling sassy, after we get done with deleting the logs, Here's a routed connection. I always get rid of those all the time. Help my fellow hackers, and it might have been me. So because I'm feeling kind of sassy, I'm not even gonna disconnect from the computer before I send them the file. Future pick. That one. Is that the right file? I'm still connected. I can get another one if you want me to. Nope, that's the right one. All right, so we'll disconnect. And now internick. We'll clean up the passive trace, and we'll be good. When you're hacking very rapidly like this, also, what I like to do, log deleter. I like to delete everything related to me all the time. So like, it's almost like I don't even know about what this server is. So I very frequently just kind of clean up every last connection that I could possibly have to this server. I don't know if it makes a difference. It very well might. And there we have it. Mission complete. The problem is, I'm not even gonna... Film Machine says you could put Immutex back on the map and bounce through it. They didn't revoke your password. Did they not? Where is Immutex? There it is. Let's color it in. Oh, look at that. Look at that. It's totally... Yeah, I'm going to keep on using that. I'm going to load it up, put that in. Because now I have an admin password there, and it's gonna make my trace even harder. Film Machine says, did you ever use the HUD analyzer and all that bypass stuff? Eventually. It's expensive, but like, you know, it's kind of fun. Alright, I don't know what I'm gonna do about this. This might have been... Let's see, 4155804575. This might have been a game bug that the files just aren't there. It's totally the right server, though. Let's try it one more time. Maybe I just saw something weird. Back to Crystal Corp. All right, password breaker. Let's do our thing. This is gonna take forever. The thing is, the slower it starts, the sooner they catch you after the thing starts beeping faster. So you can't just use that as a comm data. Like, it's just not even the right thing. I can't do it. I can't even contact them to let them know that like something's wrong. That is kind of a problem. Someone else might have gone through here and just totally wiped the whole thing. So, whatever. I should have deleted the logs also, but whatever. Break the chain with internick. Where's my log deleter? There you are. Good, all you guys. Oh wait, from the top. You gotta do that. There we are. So, the problem is, I'm gonna have to abandon those two missions. And that hurts my ranking. Yeah. So that's kind of annoying. I lost due to a game bug, but it is what it is. Or it might not have been a game bug. See, that's the thing, is that if other players I shouldn't say other players. If other, like, quote-unquote hackers who are in a system, like, if a random event happens that, like, a mission was completed that deleted everything on the server, and it happened to be a file that somebody else wanted, like, maybe that's just like a, you were randomly screwed, you know? And, like, if your goal is simulation, maybe that's okay. But we'll be talking a little bit more about the simulation as we go, because I think that there are things that, like, it's... There are things that you'll find out that we'll find out later regarding that, and when we get there, I'll speak up about those. We should be able to get there within 4 hours, I hope. All right, so now we need some more missions. Here's difficulty 3. Difficulty 2. Difficulty 2. Help us prove a fellow employee is overrated. This one's kind of funny. Let's do that one too. This is a new kind of mission. All right, who is the target? Just a friend of ours. Why so much money? We really don't like the target. How secure is the target? The security will be low. I want more money. I'm afraid we can't. Okay, sure. So yeah, we'll do one of those missions because those are kind of fun, or at least different. All right, so let's do these 2 missions later, but we're gonna do the fellow employees overrated. So this is a thing. This is the type of mission that happens very frequently, where you actually access not like a rival company, but you access the International Academic Database. So let me show you what this is. We'll load everything up, and we'll go to. Oh, I still have admin access over here too. Interestingly, where is there? Over in Alaska, the International Academic Database. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. No one's supposed to be in the server at all. Unless you log in, like it's not like you can put in a pass. It's not like it's a public access server. Like this is actually like, you know, invite only kind of shit. So let's do this. The International Academic Database has very low security though, so it's gonna take them a while to get to me. We feel this person scored slightly too highly in his degree. Give him a 3rd-class replacement. Target individual, Matt Barry. So, what I'm gonna do... Apple pie. Frickin'. What I'm gonna do is gonna search the records for... Matt Barry. Now watch it do the Hollywood thing. So it doesn't give me the record. It's going to show me a whole bunch of dudes. Alright, so here we go. Give him a 3rd-class replacement. You are software engineering class 1. How about not? You are now class 3. All that money that you just spent getting that 1st-class degree is now useless because I have now told you that you are class 3. And while we're at it, like this is actually the kind of let's see, log deleter. Here we go. Like this is actually like getting to the point of like actually targeting individuals rather than just big companies. Good enough. And internet, come here. I should just leave this this log deleter running all the time, because I'm constantly using it always. So maybe I may as well keep it up. No, I'm not an admin. I did not wrap my thing, and I didn't even log in last time to delete all that shit. So, have fun. All right. And this guy, I just got myself 2,200. Not bad. All right. let's do the grunt work here. Primus and Selective, so 2 different ones. Interestingly, you know what would have really been funny if it had been it would have been Crystal Corp or Immutex. I could have logged right in. Over time, these accounts will eventually be revoked as the sysadmins like get up in the morning and like look up and like, oh shit, what is this account, and gets rid of it. So I won't be able to keep it forever, but it's useful for when I have it. Alright, where is... Oh, I just totally deleted my... Got rid of my log deleter again. I keep forgetting to not do that. I just OCD about keeping my shit closed. Where are we? Primus? Yeah. So we have to copy 31284. I need the file copier. There you are, my good buddy. Oh, we got data left over. Delete that shit later on. You have no idea what I did, what I was doing there. Cool. We're gone. Let's get rid of the other shit on here. And this is Selective Technology. Load up those guys. I still have admin access there also. Oh god, my connection, like, this is gonna be a completely impossible thing to do, impossible to trace. I totally just deleted or closed my log deleter. I gotta stop doing that. Log deleter, file copier, the password breaker, more power, more juice. Wait, 57139. There you are. How about that? Copy right there. Admin logs. Beef you up. All right, cool. So that is... Oh, hang on a sec. Oh, I just closed it again. I am like... it's just force of habit. Let's get rid of those. Because I know that those are deleted logs that I left. So we're going to get rid of those. It's been a few days, so they've probably seen it by now. But, hey, you know what? I'm doing them a favor. All right. And I didn't close my log deleter. Alright, what did you want? You wanted Primus, so you can have it. And you wanted the other one, whatever it was, SEL. Here's your data. Cool. And money in the bank. Alright. I totally didn't pay attention to whether or not I got my shit revoked on those last 2 servers. So, we're just going to assume that I did. Or actually, I could just look. What about this one? That one I did. Selective I didn't. Oh god. What a stable. Future picks. I still have Crystal Corp. Such a good connection. This is awesome. Alright, well, we need more missions. How much money have we got? 9,600. So, because I'm a good boy, we're going to the Uplink International Bank. Here's my password. Loans, and we're going to pay off my loan. I have a loan of 3,000, so we'll use the money I've got to pay it off. because I'm a good boy. There it is. And now I'm scot-free for loans. Alright. But yeah, throw machine, did it never occur to you that, like, since you already have an account with the bank, that, like, you could just, like, find other banks and use those the same way you use the Uplink bank? Like, that was one of the first things I did. Alright, let's go some more missions. We're starting to run out of stuff. So this guy, this one's difficulty 3. I'm secure. It'll be low. I want to do some higher paying missions. Here we go. Low security, no more money. Okay, let's do those two. Because I can't be bothered to do the lobby stuff. Alright, so future pick. And oh, is it? Did I do this one? Qualifications for a wealthy profession. Oh, right. Okay, I did do that, didn't I? Have I got an account here already at Future Pick? No, I don't. I almost did, but I don't. So let's go get that one. Let's load her up. Bam, 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 bam. Alright, just as before. What do you want here? Future data 689. Simple enough. File server. How big is this thing? Is this thing 3? Oh, I can fit you right there. How awesome. And you know what? Let me just clean up this stuff while I'm connected here, because I got time for days. In fact, here, have it. Is this the right file? Oh, I wasn't supposed to. I wasn't supposed to copy it. I was supposed to get rid of it. See, this is why sometimes it's nice to have this extra time. 689. Hey Blake, what's going on, man? Good to see you. We're having Game Design Friday, where I talk about a new game every week. Talk about its design a little bit. Right now we're kind of in the what is this game mode for the time being. View logs. Yeah, I totally missed the. Oh wait, nope, that's right. That's the wrong thing to boost. Boost the other guy. Okay, cool. Alright, I did it right this time, didn't I? Alright, good. Password was revoked, so I don't get to do that anymore. I've reached the next uplink rating, which means I can probably get some more stuff. Or get to higher level missions. Alright. Everything looks good there. Skeleton Boat says, awesome. Just letting you know that at 3:30 I'll be streaming or if you want to catch it. If you're not, you can see the replay because I'll be playing rank 10 games. Oh, I could probably use some. I could use a practice at rank 10. So I should probably check that out. I'll be streaming until about 4. So depending on how long that you go, unless that's 3:30 your time, I don't know. I'll head on over as soon as I finish the stream, and hopefully I'll catch you. But thanks for letting me know. We need to go to the academic database again. All right, That guy, that guy, that guy, that guy, and... Oh, I still have a login for internet. Ah, I didn't realize. I totally have a login for it still. So I can bypass this entirely. I don't need a file copier. I need my log deleter. So yeah, let's just pop right in. Of course, a remote server, a remote connection from an unknown connection is also kind of suspect. So, but it gives me a jump on things. Simon Nightingale. You'll notice that they're alphabetical, so like S Simon takes the longest to get to. And it could be worse. He requires a diplomacy in computing qualification added to his record. Alright, I don't know how this works. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. None. I think this is what he wants. Diploma in computing. Commit. Is that what you wanted? Yep, that's totally right. Alright, let's get these logs taken care of. Alright, cool. And I could remove my the old connections from last time. From my last hack that went through there. And I still have admin access to it. So funny. Yeah, there it is. Totally still have admin. Let's color that in. Alright, very cool. 2,800. That's... Now we're starting to get some money. But what would we buy? How much money do we have even? We have 11,000. So I could pick up some extra hardware, like a faster processor. Right now I have a 60 gigahertz. I could upgrade all that to this, which wouldn't be the worst of things, honestly. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Get the hacks done faster and all that great stuff. But let me double check though. I have enough memory for now. I'm not sure what the extra modems do. Very fast one for large files and fast access. Oh, interesting. The file copy and file and whatnot doesn't have anything to do with your CPU. It has everything to do with your connection speed, just like we thought. So yeah. Film Machines wants me to buy a new gateway. There's no reason to do that just now, because like a new gateway is not going to help me until I need expansion ports. Because like the new gateway is basically like buying another motherboard. You still need to fill it with components, and the components from my last gateway will be present in my new one. So I'm better off just upgrading the components of my current one until I feel like I need additional components. Although, that said, if I buy a CPU, I will replace this one. But if I get a new gateway first with a slot for a second CPU, I'll get an add-on and not replace this guy. Ultimately, I don't care about replacing it because I'm not going to keep it forever anyway. And like, I'm wasting like 1,000 credits. It's not a big deal. How much would it cost though? I'm just curious. I could buy this guy or that guy. I think I want to skip that guy for now. But what software could I get? Decryptor, Decipher. What does Decipher do? Breaks through encryption ciphers. Use a quadratic... Oh, that's a different kind of hack that I'll have to do later on. It'll break through a different type of security, basically. Dictionary hacker, file capper, defrag. Oh yeah, this is like... So in case I don't want to like mess with this and like manually defrag it, I can actually buy a 5,000 credit quality of life defragger, which is kind of funny. The only reason that you can really get away with that... Get rid of that. The only reason why I think that's more or less acceptable in this design is because it is trying to be a simulator first. Otherwise, I would wonder why it was even a thing you had to buy. But again, the simulator business, like, you have to talk about, like, if you want to be a simulator, be a simulator. Be a hardcore simulator and, like, try to do everything as much as you can. We'll talk more about that when we start getting some more hopefully we get some of the unique missions coming up soon. So there's firewall stuff, which I don't have to deal with yet. We'll talk about IRC later. Map show trace is just kind of a HUD upgrade, but, like, I don't care. Not yet. IP lookup, IP probe. These are stuff I don't really quite need yet. Yeah, all this stuff. Okay, we are going to go and buy the CPU because that's just the biggest upgrade I can get right now. How much money have I got? Oh, I need 400 more. No, just 200 more to buy the fastest CPU money can buy. So, every once in a while, it's nice to do this. Let's go to the Uplink International Bank. Get into my account. And get 200 worth of loan. And now I have enough to buy it. Alright, come on, where's my money? Where's my money? Speed it up a little bit. Oh, I didn't press OK. Ah! Sorry. Let's go back to the bank. Yeah, the UI could use a little bit of stuff. Loans. Increase. Okay, that should have done it, right? There it is. There it is. Alright, cool. Alright, CPU time it is. So, check this out. The hardware will be installed in the next 24 hours. You'll be notified when the job is completed. So it actually doesn't even, like, do it right away. So let's wait the 24 hours. It is now 5 o'clock on March 28th. Oh, and here's the email. We are about to begin, and a half an hour later, we did it. Okay, great. So now I have a much faster processor, and now I could do the password breaker much faster. In the meantime, as time passed, the mission list got updated, and also I got a new rank, so I can see even more missions. You can see also that some of these are brighter than others. The brightest ones, like, it's very subtle, but, like, this is a brighter shade of white. That's kind of a gray. The brightest ones are the most recently unlocked missions that pay the best. All right, so this is 5,000 credits. I might have lost admin. Yep, I lost admin to a whole bunch of those servers. Okay, that's fine. Everybody woke up in the morning, and they did that. So get rid of some of these servers now. Does not matter. Frickin' Crystal Corp. I can't believe that that those files weren't there. Alright, missions. Create part of a new identity. I want to talk about this one. Because I don't know. Let's see. Why so much money? We'd use the social security record very soon. You won't recognize the name. How secure is the target? You need to bypass the proxy server. I actually can't do that right now because I don't have the software for it and I don't have the money to buy the software. So we're going to have to pass on that for now. But this guy... there'll be some defense in action. I thought that this was, I thought this was the academic security database. Right? Who is the target? Just a friend of ours. I want more money. Alright, never mind. Yeah, International Academic Database. I don't know why it's telling me that the security is higher now, but whatever. Maybe they upgrade the server. I've never heard of that. Alright, let's do this. We need a password breaker. So now that I have a faster CPU, this should go super well. Yeah, now we're getting somewhere. Saves me a lot of time in the hack. Alright, let's go and find... His name is Mark Huford. Wait. He's not in here. International Academic Database. What the hell, game? Oh, Hereford. Hereford. Okay. Mark Hereford. Now, if you were really quick, what does he need? Give him a third class replacement. Class 3. If you were quick and you saw the little blip, you might have seen something very interesting in the International Academic Database. You might have seen this. Check it out! I'm totally in the International Academic Database under the name Luddite Sam. I have maths, physics, electronics, computing, computer science class 1, other qualifications, registered Uplink agent. All around badass. Ah, so great. This is the funny shit you do in this game. Alright, security. Get the log deleter. Get that way. Alright, good enough. And to the internet. There we are. Access logs. It used to be they actually had to type in that password manually. So glad you don't have to do that anymore. Oh, this is the decryptor. God damn it. I need the log deleter. All the software looks identical in this game. Yeah, look how fast this is now. This is tied to CPU speed. Yeah, just awesome. Great. Alright, so I just got myself 4,500 credits. Awesome. That might be enough for the next upgrade. Or the next bit of software I need for the next mission. Proxy disable. Yep, here it is. Disable the proxy with a security level of 1. How much money I got? 4,500? I can get level 2. It goes all the way up to level 5. We're going to get level 2 so that we don't have to buy redundant software over time. Alright, cool. And, oh, nice. Everything's already nice and for me. Cool. Brian BC just says, why not hack the bank and skip the middleman? That's the thing. You can. However, it is quite a difficult hack because the security around the bank is intense. And on top of that, they have the fastest passive traces in the game. Like, about as long as it takes to... Like, I have tried to hack a bank before, and then tried to log into the internet server to delete the log file, and before I was even able to do it, they passive traced me, and I lost. So, they're tough. They're not unbeatable, but they're tough. And mainly, it just requires you to have a badass computer and good software. All right. This guy, I think we can do now, though. How secure is the target? I need to bypass the proxy server. Can I have more money? All right, fine. All right, let's see what this mission is like. Get rid of that. All right, the man below recently passed away, and we wish to use his identity for ourselves. Change his personal status to employed at the International Social Security Database. All right, let's make it happen. International Academic Database is still mine. So we'll do that. And then where is... The Social Security Database is in Africa. Let's do it. Alright, I need... security. We need the proxy disable. Now, how this works is, like, basically there's a proxy server that will try to misdirect me. In order to actually crack the password, I need to not only crack the password, but also disable the proxy server. So I'm going to do that together. And having a fast enough CPU is really the best, really the only thing that you need to do to get it done. Password breaker. So let's have you guys roughly equal there, and we'll get the trace tracker all the way down. All right, and ready, go. So both of those things are happening in parallel. I can't proceed until both are finished. Password breaker is now done, so I can reallocate the CPU to that. Not sure what's wrong with my trace tracker. That's making me nervous. That might be a bug. But we're just gonna have to go with it. I have a very, very strong connection. Pritchard. There he is. Personal status is not deceased. He is employed. Commit. I did it. I did it! Security log deleter. Good. We're out. And awesome. I still have a thing there, admin account. So I'll keep that around. Eventually, this kind of stuff just becomes very routine. Just things that you do. All right, very cool. 5,000 for that. All right. So yeah. That is something, though, I will say about this game, is how routine it eventually becomes. Because, like, you don't really have to do very much. And like you just kind of do the same things over and over again, which, like, you know, like it for simulation purposes. Let's see, here we go. For simulation purposes, like, I guess if something is repetitive and mundane, then simulating it as a repetitive and mundane thing is technically a success. But, like, it's not, but this is Hollywood hacking, you know, like, it's not like this is designed to simulate something precisely real. So, I mean, they could have done, like, things to make it a little bit more, like, they could have almost done whatever they wanted with it. And had, like, little things pop up now and again that you had to deal with. Like right now, shit's really easy. So like this is very, very mundane. But like the only wrinkles that get thrown in that actually complicate things will be other pieces of software that you require. So they kind of become additional keys to additional doors in a way. And it's not too often that you are really called upon to do something out of the ordinary. Most of it, you kind of know going in what you need to do. So there is that